Evening. I have shaved my beard. That's why I may look strange. That's the other. Alright, yeah, we have some talking here to do. Byron.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
Alright.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
Huh?
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Ah, yes.
Now, I must be getting
I
back
think
to the
we did.
manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
There's more than just one quest.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
You're a criminal.
How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Okay, we're not done yet.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Way. All right. Whoa. That's enough experience.
What do you think that thing is?
Now I have to go back. I have to go back up lift. Per elevator. Yo.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
All right.
Fine.
Whatever that means.
One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Alright. These quests give so much experience. Pile driver. Not a new quest. Another hunt quest. Okay. Oh, really grab them again. It worked best for me. Okay, sorry, there were so many notifications I had to look through them real quick. The Grim Reaper, Sunbreak. We actually have a place to go. The Sunbreak. Okay. Grim Reaper. There's a saying among the Imperial soldiers of the North Reach garrison: steer clear of the drowned tower, lest the specters sickle or reap your root. They speak in typical uncarved terms of the thrall that dwells within the ether flood. The one whose frightful aspect and command over lesser minions will appear to mark him as a high-ranking member of his species. Okay. Most pilgrims to the capital of Oriflamme pass through the Penitent's Gate on the road from the Royal Meadows. Of late, however, a knight in shining armor has elected to station himself beside this entrance, accusing any and all passersby of being the outlaw, the one who led Prince Dion down the path of destruction, and challenging them to a duel to the death. Nice. Lunatics. Love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests in here. Okay, we take those 3 first.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Of course.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
I heard that name
Must be
before.
very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Oh. Joshua says a quest for me.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Oh, mine.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
There as well. There may be a way. Gav has a quest for me.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Okay.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's nought lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Right.
Good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
That's a strange request, though. Okay, we'll get the last two quests next time I'm here. Some brackets. This sucks. With which should we start? Table their quest still. Now let's go to Tabor. Let's start here and do the quest here. You've got new items?
Are you buying or selling? Come again.
It's in my party? is in my party. Ooh. Is he really though? Is in my party. Okay. Quick check. Let's go over here and see if he's still in my party. If he's still in my party, I'm gonna do every quest other than the one Tabor. Is still in my party. Okay, that changes a lot.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
That's fine, right?
It's over.
I suck at timing. Just load. Hey. We went that far in.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
That's weird fighting in such a close space. Respect. Mission required. Use the bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Just away with you. Long been recognized as especially aggressive species. This being the case, I hope that successful deployment of the battlefield might be the means to inflict heavy casualties on the enemy. The exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast was proven capable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. This purposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluda lives.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Oh, more. Recent supply shortage has left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kusa entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment on feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bears no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Nice.
Feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Have care.
It worked? Yeah, it worked.
It's over.
Doris.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet.
All right.
Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
There's the downstairs. I'll look over here real fast.
Farewell.
I still love the attack. So satisfying. The damage is pretty low. Alright. Open the gate. Open the chest. Jump down. Yeah. Very good.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh, big open. A chest with amber. Someone alive?
Survivor. She sounds close.
Oh, she could breathe.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Alright, let's fight the beast.
What's that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Alright, alright. Oh.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Alright. Yakuza beast with a bounty. Alright.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Too slow.
Whatever. Yes, now I got it. That. Eat myself. That camera was really bad. As the get another one. Just another one, that's enough. I don't see anything of the tech. Camera is really bad today. Oh. Eh.
Nice try.
Okay. And got that in. Whatever. Behemoth Shekel.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine,
No.
I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Clive just leaves.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Yeah. That's wet. Condensation. Breath of darkness, Gungnir. New missive. Okay. So we have 2 quests here now. We don't want to talk to Cyril. Because that could potentially lose us Joshua. As long as he's still in the party. Yeah. Because I think the first few times I fought without him.
What do you think happened to Miss Min?
Okay.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said, in the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really
He didn't
should
break
be more
anything.
careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't
I'm
I
gonna
go and
look
see
at
if
her.
I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Ah. Kids.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
Curse breakers. New one? Or is it just the updated god? Masterless Murder. The Valuda army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen training has long since ceased. When its captors turned akashic with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pets, when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there is none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Okay, so it's there again. No, we'll see. We'll look for that.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do.
Yes, I know.
And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's see where I might go off to. Where could be a beast? Could be somewhere around here. Could be in Rainwood Falls again. I can't go here. Maybe here. See if you see anything noteworthy. Not around here. Okay. So I guess we go up. Just go up again, try the Ravenwood Falls, and then see if we can find the beast. Oops. Well. Mega Three should be suffice. Ah. Almost. He didn't care.
It's over.
How hope that wasn't... Ah, there it is. Okay. Thought so. So? It don't. Is that the boss? No, it's not. Don't even need to fight them. Ah, too late.
Nice try.
Work, right? Work. Okay, next try Shadow Coast and then up to the left there. No, I've found one already there. Huh. Let's just look down here then. Ah, yes, okay. That's pretty obvious. This is probably gonna be a long fight. Behemoth King. That sounds promising. I mean,
I don't know the royalist scar dogs. Specimens too.
come on. Come on. Waiting. Come on. Oh god. Oh my god. That guy is like a truck. Okay, good old method. Must be close. Ah. Segment didn't suffice. Okay.
Nice try.
Oh god.
Too slow.
I mean, Torgal helps a lot most of the time. But am I happy to have Josh with me? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't like that attack. I don't like any of this. Oh, this is so bad.
Too slow.
I did the wrong. This is bad. Vatican probably. That was too bad. I did the wrong. I did the wrong. Shit. That guy hits like a truck.
Nice try.
Oh god. I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. Okay. Okay. This time I won't make a mistake. shot. No. Won't be enough. Oh, it really was enough. Ooh, but now I need to buy some potions. Wow. That was some experience. Question is, what did I get? Oh, Shackle or Calcum. Oh, that's not what I need.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Joshua didn't help, or what? Okay. So... the awful dogs. Oh, that's awful dogs. So this area. Need to go to some Brack, right? For the 2 quests. The 1 quests. So many quests, so many quests, so many quests. Let's go Martha's Rest. We didn't go there before. Today's everything's itchy.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Yo.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
No, I'm not your man.
Or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Okay, that was kind of wrong what I just wanted to do. I wanted to run over there, and that's probably the other quest.
What are you after?
How about you come and...
Thanks very much. There you go.
Thank you kindly.
Much obliged.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now.
Oh, there's a trader. Merchant.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Alright. One more merchant.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, there it is. There is the guy who's searching for...
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon.
I think from Eastpool it's better to look for way down there. Should be less enemies there. We are actually working the fields again. They'll survive. You know the blight is right at the doorstep. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, and that's such a weird moveset sometimes. Whee! I like it though. Just be a little bit stronger, that would be awesome.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
Okay.
More tracks. And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
The house. In the hut.
I don't hear anything.
Well, we got the feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Mark?
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Well, that was easy. Oh, we should go there right away then. We can do the 2 things with 1 stone. Oh, the oil, right. There would still be some around, it's a little bit weird.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough.
Goblin? Okay, that wasn't so hard. Okay, Gav's quest. The Gav quest. That's not alright. That would be too easy.
It was no trouble.
Clive,
Hey.
you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Yeah, but
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up.
Probably.
They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that
Still
bone
not that
Ember
good.
gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Right? Maybe there's really more. Maybe she already had the baby. Oh, that would be cool. Did something like that. Okay.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too.
Aww.
I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Such a nice quest.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Well, now that the crystals are destroyed, we don't need an Aiken anymore. Kinda. I don't know if the crystals could be destroyed otherwise.
I've had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Quest complete. Even that gave a lot of experience. Winter meat. Aww. I said I was 30. Okay. Thanks. Alright. So we have another quest open. Let's go up to the dungeons again. I'd like to finish the quests today and maybe finish the game today, but I don't know if that's possible. Quests take longer than I would have expected. Even though we did kind of a lot today already.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Herman.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
Why?
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No one goes
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vie de Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
I think I know where to go.
Guide you.
Litany of errors. That doesn't sound good.
Do you suppose?
Okay. No. Huh. Okay. I still wonder why I can't go over there. Where? Hyena. That's a Q. It's a belt Q. Ah. Raptors running around. Let's find a way up.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Shouldn't be that hard to find. There's exit that consists of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shot to indicate. Therefore, has burning intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat ones. 3 hellhounds depending on performance. 1 to 3 hellhounds, okay.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
The winner of a loot hereby incorporates the institutions where it and juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves to service to the state of the soldiers. Trainees succumb to the crystal curse and otherwise perished are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer's disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of? Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry. Now feel good, boy.
Better pet Torgal here. That looks good. Snap that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not much thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. Now I see everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. The ghosts are all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. Can't bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. Last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and enter my cursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach the sky in supplication. Besides me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. All right.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Creepy. There are so many potions.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
The birds, right?
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Edition. Oh my god.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. Where is the architect of all this misery?
Yo.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Let's finish this off.
This place is cursed.
Ow. Give me another one. Shoot me. Shoot me. Perfect. I made a mistake. Not so bad. Okay. Ah. That's overboard. That's mine.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Alright, back to Herman. Not that many quests left. I got another missive. Maybe it's not. Maybe there are still a lot of quests here. I don't know. Here, have this.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back.
Honor their memory.
See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book.
Okay, I have to make a pause. I'll be right back. Right, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Bad guy kinda learned his lesson, or he was sorry at least. Everyone's sorry in the end. That's unfortunately a thing. Okay. So, let's see what quests we still have in here. Question is, would it help us if we could fly? I mean, would it change something in the end? Like, the thing is, we want to fly up with Behemoth. But if we could fly with midship, would that make a difference? Fine, Hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about the Hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of cuckoo nuts. You do got to remember that. Why nuts? Whatever. I don't question. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from that distance. The two made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. Now I am whole again. Thanks to you, I regret that I can only fill in gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces. This time we found strength elsewhere in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than any other man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us a true strength. I can talk today. Reading is bad. Should every thrall, Akashic bandit, brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. That true unity. Bringing together three men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did, for a better Valestia. The twin unity was but the first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, one that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Hi, welcome. Ella seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so she's been talking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've another fight on our hands. None too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse breaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Harpocrates. Matters of much great importance which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, will you visit the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion? Okay, of course.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Tale to tell. I haven't looked if there's... Oh. Wrong map. Okay, no new hunt quests. That's good.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Alright. I wanted to talk to you.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Yeah.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Barnabas' mother. Why is she naked?
You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
That sucks. Okay. Oh, we started the revolt and... Wait. We start over here, because that looks like the worst place to be. Still not the right place, huh? But why would anyone know that there's stuff here? I mean, come on. He said so himself. But not much is known about this place since Barnabas is here. What's here? Hey, a chest with nothing I want.
Faster!
Alright, alright. Was that stupid enough? Yeah, I think so. Won't be anything waiting over there, right? Oh, thank you.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Ah, okay. Amateur. Let's finish this. Fine. Be one of the best dagger damage. Nice.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Alright. Back to the hideaway. Try and finish every quest right away. So we can take on more that are being searched for, or I can follow... I can only follow 3 at once? I could follow, unfollow the Where There's a Will quest.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
It's called... The item is called like that. You should know.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Hey, come on. Open the door. Yo, Dion.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Oh,
That is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace.
All right.
And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
They actually animated hands for once.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it. just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Aw, come on. No, you go back. Take that old man's gift.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Huh?
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
Yes, give me all your stuff.
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Okay, cool. Bahamut's Mercy. Dieses Gigafeld kommt down by 6 seconds. Any more quests? Not for now. Alright, let's see what we can get. More notoriety.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Nothing. One more quest and I could get one more roll and one more the Fall Enigma.
All done?
Okay. I mean, there are not many quests left. I know how long the end takes. Wait, there is a shop with new stuff in here. Probably just the loot stuff again.
Good day.
Of course.
May we meet again.
Let's defeat that thing and get the last points. What I need. The quest.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
Alright, the big elementals. The old elementals.
It looks like we found him. Slow.
That. Not really that bad. Did you shoot? Shoot. Guess that could be enough. Yeah, it's not enough. I don't get the multiplier high enough up, I think. Come on.
Nice try. Nice try.
Ah. Okay, that worked out okay. Wasn't the best fight, but it was pretty good.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Back to mid. And then we probably shouldn't jump around so much. Time. New missive, but no new quest. Okay. Maybe with mid. The mid quest, then we get a new quest. Or maybe we don't. I don't know yet.
Tell me this is all you need.
Is it?
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Alright.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Let's go.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now.
That's all.
But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Yay! Wasn't that a deal?
Well, did they have it?
No.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see.
I don't think that small cog, if it's really that small, will work with that. But I digress. I may be wrong.
That should do it.
Oh, it's just for that. Okay. That's big enough.
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan's tits?
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
You'll never know.
Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads.
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
It could still be used for war then.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Right. Model airship. Okay, I'm done with that quest. With the mid quest line. So.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
I'm really not good with my right thumb on my left stick. If that didn't sound too... Yeah.
Clive!
Wrong.
You watch yourself out there, all right?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Careful, Whisper. Aww.
All done?
Aww. But I can make a good armor piece. I'm gonna do that real fast. If I did one thing, then I wanted to do today. I mean, I did want to do all the side quests, but that's gonna be a next one. I got all the recalcum. I just need one more dark steel, then I can make the good tomorrow. Ouroboros.
No scratches, right? Should last you a good while. Anything
Not
else?
much left. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's it for me for today. I have to sleep. So, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope I see you again soon. Bye bye.